Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy with Al. Today you're here with me, Mina.
Ali, it's Khorata here.
And we will be discussing interracial relationships.
Yeah. Stop it.
So while these two figure themselves out, I'm going to continue and tell you exactly my view of interracial relationships.
That's what Khorata sounds like.
I personally feel as though interracial relationships are A-okay in my books. I am at the moment more than willing to go into an interracial relationship with any guy out there who would like to go out with me.
Even if he's Asian?
Even if he's Asian. You call me. Call me, we can figure things out. We just have to flow. We just have to vibe. Past Mina, post 2010, I was very anti, interracial relationships. I didn't really see what the big fuss was about. And I was really, pro this. And now I'm pro all of that.
You're covering Khorata's face.
She does that.
Okay, so that's what my views of interracial relationships are. Booyah.
Khorata, what are your views?
Oh, well, I'm with mine on this one. I really don't see color. It's just about who you are. And, like she said, if we're vibing, if you have a good heart, of course. I don't like rudeness. Oh, gosh, I hate rudeness. But see... Anyway, so I would date any guy of any race. So... I really don't understand racism anyway.
I have a question. Were you ever anti-interracial relationships? Were you ever since like a young one? Always looked. You know what? We'll explain this at the end of the video. But did you always find? Were you always attracted to just multiracial people?
Yeah, I was.
All right.
As I was growing, I never personally experienced racism. I only saw it on TV and I couldn't understand it. The only time that I experienced racism was when I came to Namibia. Actually, I'm from Botswana. I'm from Botswana. So when I came to Namibia, we went out with some friends to Jokers. It's like a pool bar.
Oh, it happened here.
It happened here. What happened? No, not like racism.
Yeah,
but I've had like somewhat of an intimate interaction with a white person. Yeah, if that's what you were trying to say.
That's what I was referring to. I'm sorry. Okay.
But I experienced racism here. First time, yeah. I was trying to buy a drink and the guy just kind of shoved me to the side and he's like, gave me that face like, you don't belong here kind of face.
I experienced racism at a very young age in Botswana. I grew up in Botswana, but I'm not, since we're all sharing where we're from, shoot. I'm Malawian, I grew up in Botswana, and I experienced racism at a very young age in Botswana, and I was made to feel ugly because I am black. But that's beside, that is, growing up that is deep. So I resented people who were not black. I even had a problem with light-skinned black folk. But now I've grown past it. I've grown past the hate, and I'm a lover, no longer a fighter. Preach.
Really?
I feel like this is like a serious.
You had problems with light-skinned black people?
I did. Because in Botswana they are put on a pedestal. They are the creme of the creme. If you are a black girl dating a guy of any, race or even dark, it doesn't matter. Then it's like, wow, you guys, you must have grown up together. What light girls are the first choice in Botswana. She could have a flat ass, be short as a monkey, and dumb as hell. The guys will just flock after her because she's light.
And they think light-skinned people are more prettier.
They'll give you better looking babies, maybe even good hair. Light folk. I did not like light folk. That's why I always had that black guy when I was younger. But now I've looked past that because I think love is love, and it doesn't come in colors. If it was up to me, we'd all be colorblind.
Good question, Mina.
Thank you.
I agree with you.
So did you hate me at first glance?
No. I started working on my issues with beauty and inner whatnots and all that jazz when I came. No, before I came here, because
Oh.
remember I went to UB,
Mhm.
University of Botswana,
Maybe.
and then I came. Then I had like a year off, and then I came to Namibia. That was my soul searching period.
Mm.
And in that period, I started letting go of a lot of things, not just the racism. I just, to get to this fabulousness, I had to go through a lot of BS. And now I just, when I first met you, it wasn't about what you, all of
Great.
it. Ali, you tell us about you and your views on interracial relationships.
Interracial dating, right?
That's the one.
Dating's dating. I think it becomes really an issue along racial lines, depending on what society you grew up in, or what society you're from. If you're from a traditional or more conservative, as they like to call themselves, type of society, then I guess it would be quite a challenge, because then usually people who come from societies like that are not pro-mixing or pro-interracial interactions and stuff like that. But if you're like from a open-minded, very forward society, I think it's dating. Yeah, I mean, a society like Namibia still obviously has its racial lines and stuff. So I mean, walking downtown with someone who isn't necessarily the same race as myself, walking downtown holding hands is gonna cause a little commotion here and there, or it's gonna get you stares and stuff. But yeah, interracial dating, I don't know. Yeah, it shouldn't be, but I guess it is still.
I totally understand
Yeah.
with the whole people looking issue, because in Africa, at least this part of Africa, this community even stares at us on a bad or good day. It's just, I feel as though it's our life, regardless. If you look foreign, you will be stared at. I don't know if it's good stares or bad stares. I try to be oblivious to the whole situation, but being in an interracial relationship is most likely to cause even more, like, oh my gosh, look at that, where are those two coming from? It's really silly.
Yeah.
And I always hear people talking, like, if you see a black lady and like a white man, it seems like she's there for the money,
Exactly.
or they don't feel like that relationship is genuine
Real.
or anything. It's just she wants something. Man, we have it hard, black man.
We do have it hard, especially here, because you are deemed as a gold digger if you date a white guy. I don't want to say a white guy, but usually it's like in reference to white older guys.
Yeah.
It's really complicated and complex. It's silly at the end of the day, because I'll still date you, guys.
Even if you're poor. Right? That's the argument you were trying to make, right?
Gogo, he's asking you.
No, I was talking to you.
Poor?
Mine not.
Yes, I'll date you even if you were poor, as long as you're ambitious to be somebody and working towards that dream.
Okay.
All right. So, any questions, guys,
No.
for either one of us? Gogo is very passionate about this topic.
Yes,
I
she
know.
was.
We know that.
No.
You go for it, sister.
I don't know. I've just been surrounded by
Sister.
a lot of racist people, friends per se.
Who your racist friends, boo?
You used to be racist.
I used to be racist, but didn't you see the improvement I've had?
You have.
Am I not making you proud?
You are making me proud.
Ah,
Making me
good
proud.
job.
Thank you. No,
Good
seriously, guys. Had we been doing this from second year, you would have just been like, my gosh, this. But now I've grown. You grow up. You grow up. You grow up. You open-minded. I go with this, with my heart, and not all that other BS.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have
So
racist
what?
friends?
Yeah, you have
I-
racist friends.
Yeah, I've just been surrounded by a lot of racist friends. I don't understand.
Do I know any of them?
Well, you've heard of some. You don't personally know them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they hurt your feelings. Like you
Yeah,
get
it
very emotionally.
No, I just get. I get so confused. Like I don't understand. I want so much to understand what is going on in your mind
mentally.
Yeah.
So if you guys out there are also very skeptical on interracial relationships, please put your comments below and explain to Horata as to where you're coming from with this whole situation, because she doesn't understand.
Yes, she doesn't.
I'll explain a little bit as to where I was coming from with her, and if you're curious, I could always come back and tell you. But that's only if you ask me to.
So ask her.
Okay, so you would date it.
I would date.
Yeah.
I would date you.
So you were for
I'm
it.
colorblind.
Yeah.
Colorblind.
Me too. And you, Ali?
What?
Are you pro or anti?
Who?
Or
Woo!
anti? Bolivia?
What?
Yeah.
Dude, are you a racist?
What? I'm not a racist.
Would you date a black person?
Huh?
Would you date a black person? A black person, black skin? Huh?
I think black people are beautiful.
It's answer my question. Why are you talking about how beautiful we are? I know we're beautiful.
I think that's enough to go by.
I don't think I could be in a relationship with someone black.
Sorry.
Not because of their skin color. Maybe it is.
Yeah. It's because of my skin color.
Just because I think, I mean, I'm crazy, so I need a equally kind of level of crazy to kind of meet or even understand me. And I haven't seen that kind of crazy in black people. So I don't think I could date someone who is black.
Did you ever? Okay, you have black friends though.
I have black friends. I wouldn't date my friends.
Of course.
Yeah. So that answers your question, right?
No, not really, but it's okay. I'll understand someday. I feel as though one day I'll just get it.
Prior to this video, me and Ali actually had a conversation where I had a better understanding as to where he comes from and where I come from with the whole situation. And I feel as though this is an actual conversation that people should have amongst themselves. And at the end of the day, it's always great to have opinions and not just have that one way of, that trend. Otherwise, we learn nothing from each other. So I respect your view, Ali.
Of course.
And I respect your views, Gogo. And I respect me.
Mm-hmm.
So from...
Why is your respect a little louder than the ones you gave us?
Because I love me more.
Than us.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll just be a little loud on y'all, right? Right.
I think that's racist.
Bye, guys. We love you. Until next time.
I